start with Golden Dreams Reproduction Barbie. Now, I have the originals of Golden Dreams Christie and Peaches and Cream African American Barbie. So I have both originals right here, and I've had them for years. So first I'm going to go ahead and show you my original. And oh my god, I probably have had her probably 15 years, perhaps more. But I bought her in her FB. I still have her box somewhere with her accessories. So this is the original Golden Dreams Christie. The hair has the wires and everything like that. Alright, I'm going to set her aside. And of course, I showed you before the African American Peaches and Cream Barbie. And this is the original. I have another one still in the box. And I also have another one that's loose somewhere amongst my stuff. So we're going to start with the Golden Dreams Christie. You have to excuse me, I'm low on iron. Okay, I need a hair thing. Okay. So here she is. So here she is in her box. Now look at the packaging. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm getting ready to. Okay, I need a better look than this. And then I want to compare her to the original. Give me a second. I need two things. I need my reading glasses and I need to pull my hair back. Okay, so this is how I can do a comparison with original and reproduction. All right. Okay, the box is made just like the Superstar Barbie and Christie Reproductions. Oh god, that's orange. That is very orange. There's nothing golden about her. Really, nothing gold. But then again, it wasn't nothing really golden about the original. The original is copper. This is the original. And this is the reproduction. So you can see them in the box side by side. Alright, there we go, side by side. So this is very bright copper orangey. Oh wow, they did a good. The fabrics feel very similar. So that's a good thing as a Barbie collector. The fabrics, honestly though, with reproduction Barbies, I do highly recommend them for Barbie collectors because it's cheaper than getting, well, almost cheaper than getting an original. So you get both girls. I am going to take her out carefully in case I want to put her back in. I'm not getting a second one or a third one or nothing like that. Dixie, what, do you want to help me take her out? I don't think you'll help me be more successful. Oh my god. Okay, so I hate it with the prongs. There are these plastic prongs in the back of the head. See that? Yes, it sucks because trying to remove the doll from the packaging, it can break your doll's neck. So that's a problem with these prongs. So I'm going to give you a little short clue how to do that. Take your hand, go behind the plastic piece, put your thumb in between her head where the prongs are, the plastic things. Okay, there, and you pull them out. So all three are still stuck inside. That way you don't break your doll's neck. Trying to remove her. And I'm pulling on the string. Okay, I can just cut that. Okay, she's out. I'm looking at the hands, the arms, everything looks good. What do you move? Get from under her dress. Now I'm going to do more comparison and put them side by side from behind. This is the original, this is reproduction. Man, that's orange. That's like a brand new copper penny. Oh, the skin tone. Okay, so they mixed, I'm guessing, I don't know what's going on in Indonesia at the factory, but they are definitely mixing a reddish orange type tone of PVC plasticizer mixed with vinyl, because the skin color has a very peachy orangey color. It gives it a very dull effect. So if you look, it's quite dull. It's a very dull effect compared to the original. The original, though, I don't know, she looks good in person. And granted, saran, the color fades over time. It does change color over time. I mean, it's pretty darn close. $1980, 2025. So yeah, the fabrics are very similar. Oh, I said that because the straps are different. Okay, this is made. This is the new one. I like how this is made. This is made where it goes around the back. It's sewn onto the bodysuit. Well, the one piece suit. It's a one piece thing without the legs. The pants are separate. So this is made on and goes around, which is really, really nice redesign. Very well done. The original, the back is entirely out, and you can see she has little straps that go up and tie around the back of the neck. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's definitely been redesigned compared to the original. Where this one is more like this. Oh, wow, isn't that interesting? So, the original and the reproduction. Oh, the original has translucent striped gloves, and the reproduction has a lot of orange copper. She's like a pumpkin. Like a pumpkin. Gosh, definitely. The arms are very smooth, easy to move around. Um, they did good reproducing the string that goes around with this. And the pants, it's quite noisy, but so was the original. So they did good. Golden Dreams Christie looks pretty good compared to the original. I mean, there are definitely improvements, but then too, this was a playline doll, and this is a collector doll. Okay, she's got the new body style with the new bend and snap legs that really bend and snap very well. I love these shoes. Now the original had little specks of gold, and these are just all clear. Okay, so now I'm going to move over to Peaches and Cream Reproduction. Yeah, 45th anniversary. 45th anniversary for Christie. My God, what happened to the 20th and the 30th and the 40th? And Yeah, they skipped all of that. I guess they're waiting for everyone who grew up with those dolls to just be 1 foot in the grave or something. Excuse the expression, but yeah, you would think they would have that done a lot sooner instead of waiting so long to do that. It's crazy. But this is also why I always try and encourage people to take their dolls out the box. Take your dolls out the box. Take them out. Enjoy your collection. And, you know, just really enjoy them. Now, this is African American Peaches and Cream. Again, this is the original. The hair is really thick. Yes, Peaches and Cream all had thick hair. And this one's long, so I didn't reboot her. I didn't add more hair, and I think this is all original on the doll. You can see. The hair is just, they gave Peaches and Cream really thick, beautiful hair. So now we're about to see the reproduction here. Okay, so here she is. Oh, look at the back. Oh my gosh. I love the new packaging for the collector version. I really love the graphic on the back. I think it's very beautiful, well done. Honestly, this would look good on a t-shirt. It would look good on merch, tote bag, things like that or what have you. I mean, it's really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Very fun, interesting. Oh, her eyes. Okay. That one's a little too close. Okay. You know what? We're going to look at the other one before I even go to showing anything. Because I might not want to take her out the box. So, if you can look in there. Yeah, she's beautiful. Which reminds me. Why do we not have a reproduction of Crystal, Barbie, and Ken, both ethnicities, as a gift set? And why do we not have Golden Dreams, Barbie, in wonderful, all three versions? And my thing is that, you know, I don't know, it seems like it cost them so much more work to do a reproduction than it did the original. So I'm looking, I don't know if you see it or not. I'll show you in a moment. Let me go ahead and check out the other one because um, ooh, the eye on this side is too close over to the nose, and the other one looks very well positioned. But I love the packaging. I love it that they redesigned and gave her longer dress. So the redesigning with the collector ones looks so much better. You know, they did a very good job. And also bringing it into 2025 to be a little more modernized. Okay, this one's staying in the box. I will give you a close-up toward the end of the video. Okay, the live. This one looks better. Her eyes look better, for sure. And I'm having to double check it. Everything. Yes. Yes, this looks... Wow, this one's got bigger eyes, but one of them is too close to the nose. It's like the machine kind of went whoop, too far, like that. Okay, so again, I love the packaging and everything. It's a beautiful color. It's a beautiful way to display her. But I really just feel like these should have been a something in between collector and playline. Um, you know, sold in all stores for like maybe $29.99, something like that, as a keepsake. So, oh God, what is all of this? Lord have mercy. Okay, too much. All right, let me go ahead and put Do Not Disturb there. But yeah, I feel like because the packaging, if you look, it's very similar to the birthday Barbie, things like that. So it's the same size and everything. And I feel like they should have been mass produced, both skin tones, and sold in all stores. So yeah, that's just my opinion. And for being a long-term dog collector. you know. I love the packaging. I love this. Now, the merchandise that they did make, I felt like the shirt should have been, I'll show you. Let me go ahead and get through this. If you know, yes, I'm trying to lose weight. Get my health back up better. Okay, she looks good. She has a nice big light in front of her. There we go. Fill up that whole space. Beautifully, beautifully done. The original had tape to hold her dress onto the packaging. I love the highlights in her hair. I am going to compare. No, I can't compare. They look nothing like the original. No, nothing highlights. Oh, whoa. The original has a side part. Side part. The reproduction has a middle part. How did they get that messed up? Okay, where's my, here we go. Okay, so here's my Caucasian, the new reproduction. Yes, I redress her. I'm going to play with my dolls. I'm going to enjoy them in my lifetime. I wasn't promised tonight or tomorrow. So take them out, enjoy them. She has a side part like it's supposed to be. But I find it interesting how the original here, she has a side part as well. This, again, original. We'll do close-up comparison. And yet the reproduction has a middle part. I'm thinking it's, oh, she's got long hair. Oh, God, please let it be thick. I think it's because they're going to do reproduction of Dee Dee from Barbie and the Rockers, which will be coming out next year. Yes, Barbie and the Rockers will be coming out next year as reproductions, and I'm sure they're going to be doing merchandise. I just wish they would do better merchandise, because the coffee mug for the price, there should have been a bigger cup for $18. This should have been like that size. I mean, a coffee mug. I drink coffee. To me, this is just a little sampling of coffee. Dixie, I'll let you play with this in a few minutes, I promise. So yeah, I feel like this cup should have been much bigger. I see more on eBay because people are like, ugh. You know, but this is what happens when, you know, it should have been a bigger mug. Definitely bigger. All right, let's get her out. So I'm not going to try to, no, I'm not putting her back into the packaging. So I'm okay with cutting, you know, the attachments and what have you. Okay. That was easy enough to do. But again, with the redesign, also what I'm noticing is the stole is shorter. The original Peaches and Cream Barbie had a double stole, and it was that much longer. So not only did they shorten the stole, but they also cheated you, because original Peaches and Cream has two pieces of the stole, metal hooks, and they don't do metal anymore, and shorten it. But then again, they're probably thinking no one's going to take these out the box. I encourage you, take your dolls out the box. Okay. Oh my. It's a good oh my, so don't worry. Oh, okay. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set her shoes down, because I will lose them. I've been losing Barbie shoes since I was a little girl, so I'm bad at it. Now let me get a look at you and take you in. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. I love it. The hair is the right length, but it's not the right thickness. So the hair is definitely not thick. She needs more hair. I don't understand that. How do they not know that? I mean, they go to doll shows. They can buy. They picked up the originals on eBay to make a reproduction. Hmm. All right, girls, let's go. Oof. This one's definitely more like a peach, and this one's definitely like a tangerine peach. But their skin tone is very different. So I'm seeing with the more darker skin tone Barbies, they are adding. It's like they did it with peaches and cream. They did it with the American Girl dolls. They're adding this an orangey undertone, so with the dolls. So that's what I'm seeing. So here the girls are up close, and because this light is like a pad, and it's kind of bright, like fluorescent sort of thing, but it's also to give you a better view compared original and with this. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure. I'm looking at the eyeshadow, and this eyeshadow is more of the Rocker DD. Oh, yes, I do have one around. Not, I mean, I'm talking about the first edition of Barbie and the Rockers, that DD, and I do have one over here to make comparison. Aren't y'all, see, I got all the stuff. I got everything. I've got all the Barbies, originals. Okay, so here's a rocker. She is a first edition, so there is a bit of a difference. So here's my rocker Dee Dee, and I have about 5 of her. Some of you probably wonder, well, why are so many of my dolls that you see are mostly Caucasian and what have you? Because they're easier to get. It's easier to get the blonde version of the dolls. It's very hard to get the darker skin original of those in perfect condition. So these are more prized possessions to me because they're harder to get. This here one's got long hair and what have you. So, you know, this one's got gorgeous long thick hair, and I do have variations because her hair is darker. There's some with lighter. Um, Let me come through. Let me see. But like, if you go on eBay and you look these dolls up, you will be able to find and see the variations in them as well by zooming in on their faces. Okay, that's another peach. A lot of more peaches. I've got so many peaches and cream. Especially the blonde. Lots of blondes because, like I said, they're easier to come by than the others. Okay, I don't see another one at the moment. I do know I have another one over there, but I don't feel like bending over going through all that stash. The good thing is I don't have storage anymore, so my dolls are no longer in storage. Give me her. My cat done went and was laying on top of my rocker TV. So the rocker DD, first edition, not the dancing one, you know, I'm looking down here. Well, I know I have another one down there because I have so many Barbie and the Rockers. But yeah, but this is very interesting how there is no side part, there's just a middle part. So I'm going to come in close and let you get a good look up close because she is more beautiful in person. This doll is definitely a lot prettier in person, even though her part is not correctly done. This reminds me, can we, yeah, her arm came close like that. And again, the original side part, more glamorous looking. Look at that gorgeous hair with the highlights. And what really I find interesting is that this hair is two-toned. She has a very evenly mixed highlight all in the hair. Look at this. You see that beautiful? It's like a beautiful amber brown, something like that. So it's beautiful, the brown with this sort of like a highlight all in it. It's mixed evenly all in her hair. And that's the original Peaches and Cream. The new version does not have that. She only has all of this lighter hair up here to blend. And as you see back here, It can be similar. No, not in person. It's not. It's similar but different. So yeah, she doesn't have. She's got a middle part, and this makes me think of um, what was Dream Glow Barbie, African American. This one makes me think of Dream Glow Barbie, with the middle part and the, oh my gosh, that would be wonderful with the parasol and everything. Oh, I would like that. Because I don't know, I just feel like them doing just a whole line of reproductions of Barbie, it's like taking newer collectors on a journey of Barbie through the decades. But I feel like it should be like a bigger spectrum, a bigger, wider line that is more, just have a whole line that's consistent. But I feel that it would be better if it was a reproduction line that was in stores. So it's like a variation of ones that were like in just one row, and you had differentiation, cherry pick and things like that, maybe some outfits. Um, because not everyone goes online shopping. Not everyone is going to go buying their Barbies, only the collectors. But I feel to reach a bigger, wider audience would be to make these more mass. Some of these, like this that was very popular, mass produced. Crystal Barbie can. That was. These are things that people would be looking for. I mean, when you look East Coast, okay, so from the East Coast and then West Coast, you have more Barbie collectors, and then when you get into the mid America, you have people who it's just random. There are not as many people who are shopping online and things like that. It's like they buy what they see in stores or they go to eBay, but they don't go to Barbie Creations because they keep changing the website address. They keep changing it often, and not everyone has time to keep up with all that. Um, so yeah, I think she's really interesting. She's pretty. I like her. I'm very happy I took her out of Z Box. Okay, she has no undies, of course, but her skin tone is really pretty. Look, she's got a beautiful skin tone. I am going to bend her legs, so her legs bend easily. I love this foot like that. Now, remind you, I'm not gonna walk around on my, well, I do walk on tiptoes. When I was little, I did copy Barbie walking on my tiptoes. It was just fun. When you're children and adults, it's okay to be a little silly. It's okay to cut up and just have fun. We have to do that in order to survive in life, to just separate ourselves from reality. So, love the skin tone. I love the functionality of the new legs that are updated. Now, this fabric right here feels very similar to the original. It even looks very similar, to be honest with you. But this is more peachy. The original is definitely more orangey, like tangerine. So yeah, but it's also hard to reproduce exact fabrics and the textures and the colors. I mean, from 1985, but the doll was designed probably in 1983, 84. Then she came out in 1985 because they have to produce the dolls by the thousands. Then they have to be packaged and assembled and all that stuff, and then been put in cases, and then they go into a container. Then they're shipped back then from the islands like Philippines and Taiwan. Um, so then they come over in a ship to California, and from there they end up being removed from the ship, sorted by the cases or whatever, not cases, but by containers. And then from containers, they end up putting into trucks. From trucks, they go to warehouses. That's the process from a doll being produced in the factory to coming to the United States, and then the process of it being processed, then shipped in 18-wheeler trucks to the warehouse, where they're then put into the warehouse. Now you have to understand, with a warehouse like with Mattel, it's not just a flat warehouse. It's like a tower warehouse, and so the dolls are set up in categories of when they were going to be, what year they're to be released. And so it's a huge, huge, big process. It's a huge, big deal of a process. So everything is made, usually, what I learned when I went to Barbie convention is that in 2023, Barbie had already been finished all the way going into 2025, entering 2026. All the dolls have been done and they're in warehouses. And then they're released, by date. They go shipped to the stores, and then the stores hold them in back until they have to release them on a specific date. So that is that process. So I don't know. I really feel like we need thicker hair. I love the new hair length. They got this right. So the hair length is exactly right. So you see the hair length pretty much on point. The last reproduction of Peaches and Cream, the hair was short. It was too short. So the newer versions, both versions, have longer hair. So this is original reproduction of current. But this one's long, it's beautiful, thick hair. This one, she's got the beautiful long hair. Again, not the thickness, but it's thick enough. It is thick enough where you, as a Barbie collector, will love it, I promise. I love this because I can take my reproductions, keep my originals up, say, for display in my personal space, and enjoy them where she's going. Okay, a lot of peaches up here. So, like, now we need Crystal Barbie reproductions. As you can see, she has, what is, you cannot fit in that box, honey. So this one, I have more of the original, but I received this one from when I was in a doll club. We were having our birthday celebration where we celebrate just one meeting for 1 month. When I was in a club, and that was probably about almost 10 years ago. And Reese in our doll club, well, she's not in the club. A lot of people aren't in that doll club anymore. As you know, I'm not either. But for whatever reasons, it doesn't matter now. But Reese had got me this Barbie as my birthday gift. And I love her, and yes, I enjoy her. And it's a wonderful gift. So yeah. And so as you can see, I have lots of peaches and creams and all of them. This was my first black Barbie I ever got. I did review her hair, but she was my first one. It's not her dress. It's a more modern dress. There it is. She works. Magic moves. I love it. I should have put the other one. So I rerouted her hair to make it super long. It works like the commercial. So yeah, I've had her forever. I pretended she was Whitney Houston. Now, when I did that, I didn't reroute. I rerouted her over the past, probably, 6, 7 years. Something like that. I had her original dress. I still do. It's faded terribly. But I keep her up here because she's special to me. Okay, you hear that? Her legs still squeak. What in the world? My cat. She can't help it. Mama Judy Judy. Okay. So now I'm going to take both of these girls and show you up close the comparisons. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, her hair. It's a hairnet. Okay, we're taking that out. There's her box. Oh, wow. Now, granted, the reproduction does not have wires. So if you have original Golden Dreams Barbie, no matter what ethnicity she comes in, they have wires. But the original has all this curly hair, which makes me think of something. Because think about it, the reproduction of the Barbies, Barbie and the Rockers, they're going to have this curly hair. Oh my God, and I love it. That's what I always loved about Barbie and the Rockers. I don't like the second, I like the first edition because it is super curly hair. I just loved playing with curly hair, and it's so soft. All right, sorry, I'm rambling on. So I'm going to move my camera down and give you a close up. Okay, turn my camera around. There we go. Okay, girls. Turn them around in lighting. So here she is up close. And here is the peaches and cream. So look, yeah. Now we're going to take Golden Dreams, do that comparison up close. Again, that's the original compared to the reproduction. Okay, now the original, her head goes all the way down. Reproduction, I don't know what's going on up in there. It does not go no further than that. It only goes, it doesn't tilt downward. It only goes here. That's it. It doesn't go down. She has like a greenish undertint, like a greenish hue with her skin tone. So original, where, oh, she got a big forehead. Well, so does she. Okay, and this is reproduction. I'm trying to get in here to really show the eyes, which look good. Her eyes look good. Yeah, they look good. She looks really good. So original, reproduction, and reproduction. And again, I don't know what happened with doing the reproduction of the peaches and cream, but she's supposed to have a side part, not a middle part. So I don't know where that come from. But I didn't, I had nothing to do with the design on peaches and cream. So to get down into the fabrics. Again, this is more peachy, less orangey. And everyone's talking about the texture. So this is my theory, because my mother used to work at a fabric store, and they sprayed stuff to treat the fabric to prevent dry rot. This feels like maybe it had like a little starch, then it was pressed, and so that gives it a more stiffer feel. Also to provide a better presentation in the box. All of this feels exactly like the original, and so yeah, and so there is my originals back here. And I really wanted a Pink and Pretty reproduction of both. Oh my gosh. Now that was a newer version of a Golden Dream, but I did put that dress on her. That's my rerouting tool, so don't pay it no mind. That's Peaches and Cream and Dream Date. And that's the newer deluxe. So yeah, and she's reviewed it with super long hair. That's another Pink and Pretty Barbie Caucasian. Reviewed it, of course, and so was she, to give longer, thicker hair. I like my dolls to have long, thick hair, long, thick hair. And then, of course, there's Barbie and Ken. They're relaxing with their friends. And then, of course, I have more. Lots more. So, I ain't going into that. All right, so there we go. There they are. Oh, so I'm going to now show you her eyes. So, do you see it? Do you see the eye issue? The eye on the right is further, it's in the right position. The eye on the left is almost touching her nose. So that's just, that's not cute. But then again, someone who, doesn't care, or someone who's not really a big Barbie collector, they're not going to see that this eye right over here is too close to her nose, and that one's in the proper position. So I don't know what happened with that. So that's why she stayed in the box, because she has a crooked eye syndrome that looks absolutely funky. And so this one, ta-da, she looks fine. We like that. We can tolerate that. Yeah, this one's much better. So, but she's got a dent in her forehead. Oh my God, seriously? There's a dent in her forehead. Now you see it. Oh God. So anyway, hot water will fix that. If I do some hot water, like almost boiling, and just dip the top of her head into the hot water, the dent will go away and it'll make it nice and smooth. So here's a reproduction of Golden Dream, Christie. Her eyes. Her eyes look fine. I don't know. To me, it looks like this one over here. Might be a little funky, but oh well. I mean, the original one isn't, well, that was a $10, $12 doll back in 1980 from the price on the box, around 10, and now you're looking at 60. So it's kind of like, that's a big price increase. So, when you're going to pay that much more for that, you're not getting the accessories. Golden Dreams does not come with a brush, comb, curling iron, hairpiece, nothing. None of the accessories. I feel like they should have kept the stand and gave us her accessories, and they did not. She looks like she's wearing a spacesuit. So yeah, they definitely did. She looks good. $60? No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. That's why I only got one, and I did two of that, but that's it. When she come out, I said I was only getting one, and that's all I got. I'm not paying $60 for a doll that doesn't have the accessories and things like that. It's ridiculous. But the packaging is pretty. They got the Tate. Beautifully done box. I like the box done. Yeah. Oh, I wonder how many's on her. Oh, it does not say what's on her box. Oh, there it is. 20,000. Okay. So that's it with them. I do hope my comparisons help. Luckily, I have all Barbies. Like there, I have vintage over there. And then, well, some of everything. And then we have antique. Yeah, Bob Mackie, right? Yeah, there she is, Bob Mackie. I got her at Barbie convention. Yeah. Oh, there's my Madam C.J. Walker. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, that's my lighting. That thing right there. Get a fry. All right, thank y'all for watching.